joking. I won't do the
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, you're joking, are you? Good. Anyway, beginning our journey into the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV, we up to level 60, like for free, with no limit on your playtime. Welcome back to Heroic Journey.
Come back.
Hello.
I'm so
Does that
happy to
include
be back.
the critical acclaim expansion happens for?
Yeah. It's got several game
No,
awards.
that's good.
Alright, how is everybody
That's
doing
good.
today?
Good.
We're zooming already, and understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, we got a long rest?
You guys are able to get a
Well.
long rest, yes.
Hey,
Loggers.
nice.
I
Good rest.
I assume we are starting with how we left off in the pleba post, which
Rest
is
of
that
the long.
yes,
Hmm?
which is that Timeless wish to try and speak with Raya.
All right.
If we
You're
start
knocking
like that.
at it. Yeah. There's a minor problem for Timeless right.
I can stop fucking. Yes.
Yeah. There might be a little bit of a problem with that goal. You knock on the door and Raya's taking a bath. He's vibing in the cool water. So
God.
when you knock and you kind of call out, there's a long kind of, huh? What's up?
Just coming to check up.
Oh, I'm fine. Just,
Hmm.
I mean, you can roll me an insight on that one if you want, Chief.
At least I'm not rolling a consistent 5.
Yes. She's like, at least there's a little bit of hesitation in her voice, when she speaks. Could just be water though.
There's still the wardrobe that's in the way.
True.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is still
It's not a door.
barricaded. It is
Get
not
right.
a door, it is a barricade. I cast teleportation.
It's you having a bath, are we?
Having a bath. You have violated the law.
Cease and desist, criminal scum. Yeah, no, she's still
FBI
left.
open up.
None of you can move the wardrobe. My safety is secured.
I'll burn it all down.
Please don't.
Hey, Timeless.
Yeah.
Give us some space, dude.
Technically, I have waited an hour before. Well, considering how she reacted, that that is, I don't have words for it. But
Huh.
maybe next time, also try not to burn a man alive in front of someone who is afraid of fire.
Well,
You literally created a bonfire. No. You created a bonfire underneath the guy as he was restrained. That is kind of fucked up that I haven't seen in a while, Nalia.
I was just protecting my allies.
Oh, for all intents and purposes, I did summon. I did summon a yokai. I need to get my notes real quick. I'm sorry.
And I summoned a bonfire.
Hold on. Let's see, campaign notes. Where is it? Fuck. There we go. Well, I'm heading back to bed. I'm heading to sleep. What are you gonna do?
Mm. Same.
Mm. All right. Where is? Oh wait, no, he went running off to learn. Dear God, Veritas is gonna get us killed someday. I wholeheartedly believe that. Just
So,
Alex,
fair
good
thing
night.
fair thing to think. Good night.
Yeah.
All right. As the as nighttime falls, what is everybody doing?
Raya's chilling in the bath for a couple, like, maybe an hour.
It's like the
Gets
second
back
time
in.
this has been used. The
What?
first being you know,
F.
F
F.
in
I already,
memory of our boy.
I already forgot his name
How the fuck did you forget his name?
because it's
Just-
not my monster.
Fujin. What's his name? Yeah, or Fujin.
He's dead.
Dead.
But not forgotten.
He
No,
will
no,
live
very
by
quickly
it.
forgotten. He has a new book.
Maybe by you.
Yeah.
So, just a question: this bath, it's just it's basically it's got no walls.
basically, yeah.
Okay.
As with most baths.
It is more like a
Mixed.
communal pool than a bath.
Uh,
It can be used for
Okay.
bathing, of course.
Hmm.
It's also
Okay.
significantly colder than the other bath, the sort of pond over here, which seems to be heated.
okay.
I mean-
Okay.
Yeah, I like cold water.
If Timeless knows at a certain time that everyone has to be asleep, he'll fucking take a bath.
There's not a curfew.
Yeah, no, but I'd say like, what time is it at the moment?
Mm. Roll me a because you can't tell that specifically. You need to look into the sky. Roll me
Fucking-
a. You don't have a fucking sundial on you or anything.
My pocket sundial right here.
Yeah.
Your sundial that'll work inside. Yeah.
You look outside and you think it's getting to be late evening. But it could be anywhere from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. You can't tell exactly what it is.
Can I roll an insight check? Or not insight, I'm sorry, intelligence?
Sure, just flat intelligence.
Yeah.
I would like to insight the passage.
I would like to
time.
insight time.
I would
16.
like to insight the slow degradation of all things.
Legolas,
like-
what time is it?
Yeah, well, 16, you get that's closer to 7 p.m. than it is to 9.
I'll wait till it's like 12.
Darker and darker. I'll just make it darker, I suppose. It is around 12 now. And you can keep that at that intelligence check.
Yeah, that's when Timeless is gonna take a bath. He'll stay in there for
Alright, she can barely not draw a line of sight to that.
what? Excuse me?
Let's see who can draw a line of sight to.
Oh.
Nobody can draw a line of sight yet.
Well, technically, he wouldn't know any of that. He'd think that most of
They can
most
hear
of the
you.
people are asleep.
Who is actually asleep at this time?
Not me.
Is Nolly
Nolly
asleep?
is asleep.
Yeah, Nolly is snoring the fuck away.
Eric is gonna knock on the makeshift door.
Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Nalia, you were injured yesterday. How is your hand doing?
Raya kind of just, um, hmm. How's my hand doing, Flam?
Your
For magical
hand has
healing
not been
in this
subjected
setting.
to a lesser restoration yet, so it is.
But it was treated.
It was treated.
Yeah.
A broken hand is not something that some people like just are fine with the next day. It's still very much X, and it is very hard to still use if you're able to use it at all.
Magical healing.
Yeah, magical healing, no restoration. It's a condition. It's not like healing.
No, I know. I'm just messing with you.
Don't fuck it. No, I do not mess with
Is my bone
Do not
ache?
mess
Does
with
he?
your
No,
bone
that's a
ache
joke.
is not as bad as it would be, say, in real life, where we don't have
Bone
magical.
achy.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. Raya responds in turn. It still aches quite a bit, but it's otherwise bearable.
Well, I can.
You clashed with like a
do
fucking
have
web
the
of pure
spell
power,
prepared.
like.
No,
you
no, I
fucker.
understand. I'm just messing with you. It should be fine by a couple days rest.
Well, I have the spell prepared. If you'd like to mend it
Um,
now.
Sure. Raya's gonna try to just shimmy the wardrobe slightly out of the way because she can't pick it up all the way right. And just kind of poke her head
Roll
out.
me athletics. Just roll me athletics.
One day.
Just.
Yeah.
Ah!
Not
I was gonna
today.
have it like tip over to like the side, with like too far and everything goes spilling out of it. But you're good. You're good.
Yeah, baby. Never punished. Nothing bad ever happens in a heroic journey.
Disadvantage, imposing disadvantage. Nah, you're good.
Yeah, she moves the wardrobe something slightly, and kind of just looks at you, Eret, extending a hand. You can tell that her hair is still soaking, and it, even though she's in her nightclothes, she's still relatively like wet a little bit. She's just baby.
Eret will clasp her hands inside his and cast Lesser Restoration. Raya would see a faint orange glow coming from between his hands, and it would feel as though he is burning the pain away. And I would assume it would be very odd feeling.
Wisdom save.
Okie dokie.
You're able to actually hold yourself together much better than you were able to before, but it is still very uncomfortable.
Yep.
And as it takes about 6 seconds, but it subsides.
Whew.
That should do it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, my magic coincides with your fears.
It's not your fault. It's not that bad. Yeah, I can make do.
I hope one day you can make peace with it.
She just kind of scratches her arm with her now healed hand, looking away. Yeah, maybe.
Good night.
Good night. And move the wardrobe back just a tad.
Alright. Anybody else?
Just
Any-
vibing.
Is that it?
Where is this
Everybody's
starting?
vibing? You're starting your. Okay, let's start another clock then.
Yay.
Yay.
Common, you are 1 out of 10 in your common Shijie written. You will be 1 out of 6 on your studying word weaving.
What language is this written?
This is in. I said this when you were given to you. Is written in your language. It is written in the common of Azada.
Sad.
You can't 2 for 1.
Okay.
You can't 2 for 1. You can't 2 for 1. Okay. If that is us done for this particular night, something happens in the morning.
Okey-doke.
Turn off all these fucking lights. Brr, 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 brr. Okay. And then morning comes. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Let's see if I can just transition this to morning. There it is.
There
Oh,
we
so
go.
smooth.
FX master.
I'm kind of a big deal, guys.
Really
Kind
a
of a bit.
biggest
kind
of all deals.
Alright, in the morning, no bellows run, like it was the first night. Well, you are left to gather yourselves up.
Out like a lamb.
Fang is nowhere to be found. You're
Good
left
for once.
entirely to your own devices for now.
Ooh.
Reddit is probably still asleep. He was studying until late at night.
Exactly. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, actually. You're fine.
Okay, I'm fine. Yeah.
For now.
For now. How long will that
Fujin
last?
comes
Who
back with a
knows?
vengeance.
Fujin comes back with a fucking knife. It's like in his sleep. It's like, ah, you fucking, will you fucking turn me into a scroll? Fucking.
Okay, it's Thanos, snap me. Yeah, I think Thanos would be up first,
Mhm.
at least out of his room. He's gonna explore the place.
Okay.
Because he's seen the war room,
Okay.
I guess.
Absolutely. By all means.
Yeah.
Are you going to the war room or where are you going?
Now I'm just thinking to the place that he hasn't seen.
There are places he hasn't seen up at the top right there. Hasn't seen the storeroom.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's fucking. No, as long as I can find something that, if made, if with right use, can be made into a poison, I am all for it.
Okay. You walk past the war room and it seems empty except for the myriad of papers and what seems to be a map on it. Mhm. Have I shown you guys a map of the Enclave? Pretty sure I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a bit, but you've definitely shown us the map.
Alright, the storeroom is currently got 2 servants working in it. Who one of them is at the stove filling it with coal. The other one seems to be chopping vegetables. I do not have images for them because they are they're servants. Although I will probably have them in the future.
Expendable.
You're a
Okay.
DM, you understand.
Yeah. Alright, well, we'll just close the door back again. They seem hard at work.
You're sneaky enough that they don't seem to notice you passing.
Yeah. Oh. Good
What is
morning.
Nalia's morning routine like?
The usual big stretch.
Hmm.
and yawn. She gets out of bed. She hops onto one of the chairs, messes around with her hair. I don't have a mirror, so she's just freehanding this.
Oh yeah.
And
It comes out
then-
perfect at the end somehow.
Yeah, always. Thaumaturgy. Does that affect hair?
I will say that
I
like
guess-
a cantrip, just like it's just fixing your hair from like a noble thing.
Oh,
That's the cantrip,
Fix hair.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then she puts on her fine clothes.
All right. Absolutely. You got
And
your
wait-
fine clothes on.
Waits to be called.
All right. Where's Erid right now? I've lost track of him.
Eret's with me.
Just looking to see what Timeless is up
Okay,
to.
you are not on my screen at all. You're not.
Oh, no.
Really?
You vanished off
Oh,
my
no.
screen. You're on the camera screen, but not my screen. That's terrifying.
Has evaded God's sight.
Oh, they also disappeared. Oh no, I
just
see them.
not in the
noticed the
weave.
Skyrim.
He's not in the
I
weave.
just noticed the Skyrim dragon skeleton.
Fuck,
That's why
apparently
it's
Leo
called
did
Dragon's
fuck a big
Rest.
time.
That's what you think it's called Dragon's Rest for. I'll just name this Dragon's Rest. That's a fun name. I was like, no,
It is
there's a
indeed a
reason.
fun name. Nobody gives a fuck about that skeleton.
No, yeah, don't ask why it's there. Yeah, no, that's not a plot point.
It's literally
Anyway.
that meme of a coup going, yeah. Okay.
Knowledge. Okay, what is Erid up now?
He's like right in front of me.
Hey, what does he do? What was his morning routine before he came up to you, and what is he doing now? You're just T-posing, standing at each other? Like, I mean, I suppose that's
Yes.
a valid, like, roleplay stance, but, like,
Roll intimidation checks.
opposing intimidation checks, oh, sure. A clash of wills is going on in front of the war room. Jesus fucking Christ. Your horns give you like a, oh yeah, no. Timeless comes out the victor.
Echoes are feeling across the realm.
Ripples are in the bamboo looking like ramp that's here is just
The angel maker shivers.
You see one of the servants in there has like was about to walk out and he saw you two like T-posing at each other and he just closes the door and she goes back to work.
It's immobilized in fear.
Like, nope. Okay.
Well-
Is Nalia just still in her place? I assume Raya and Veritas are also sleeping in.
Raya is chilling in bed,
Okay.
just under the covers, hugging her pillow.
Alright.
It just took a bit longer than usual to wake up, but as soon as he does, he's gonna go back to his studying.
Oh my god, alright.
God,
He is busy.
I want to see what the fuck is going on with the room and all the tables.
There is a basis for the theory, for the magical theory you're learning, Veritas. There is one that will run for basically every kind of magic you study in Shija. It just underlines all other learning, considering magic. Especially for foreigners coming in. Because it makes a very poignant comparison with Racine on the other side of the world. Shige's magic is weak. It is only through the manipulation of putting it through tight spaces, through weaving it in certain deliberate ways that that spellcasters in Shige are able to match Racine. Or anywhere else in the continent. Shige is a magical low point, as it was.
Good question.
And that will always underline every part of magical learning.
I have a quick question. Would I be able to copy spells from? If I learn enough language, would now I be able to copy spells from spell books of magicians from Shishir?
No, you don't know the language now. Where did that come from?
Yeah, I don't know. My whole I'm Ordinal Scribe, so
You just that's just what you know from basis of learning for any native sort of magical learning is magic is weak here compared to the other continents, so we must adapt and be smarter about it. As Timeless approaches the sort of meeting area down here, he does hear voices coming from the front of the. Seems as if Okiro and a stranger is speaking.
CJ. Common. Probably.
CJ Common.
Oh. He's nosy. He'll try and stealth and just kind of get a little peek at what they're doing. So,
Stealth.
18.
18 will do. They're speaking animatedly as if they are old friends. You see this woman here. Let's go over to this woman. Ooh. She's got
The
long
bunny girl.
silver hair, and she does have bunny ears. And she is in a very casual robe. She's got an old walking stick at her side, and she speaks very like her body language just roll me an insight. Flat insight,
Yes.
low DC.
You underestimate my.
The DC was 5.
Okay.
She's speaking very fondly.
Back to the 6 as I go.
And you see, like, Okiro makes a joke and she laughs. And you're, for now, unnoticed.
Well, not for long.
Okay.
He'll knock at the side of the wall. Go here and Celestial. Well, I hope I'm not interrupting something.
They were in the middle of like saying something, and as you knock the door, it instantly stops, and the pair of them look at you. The woman waves at you, like very small, casual wave, and Okiro nods and says, Timeless, I didn't believe you'd be awake yet. Apologies. And he starts, he says something in common GJ to the woman, and the woman nods, and her eyes widen, and she steps up to you. And she says something in common as odd.
Oh.
Ooh. You do look the part, don't you? And
What?
she grabs you by the face. By like specifically the chin. And she opens your mouth and begins looking inside it. Oh, weird. Okay. No fangs.
Okay, hold on.
Definitely not from here. Oh, sorry. She just like backs off.
He'll kind of chuckle. Just ask before you do a dental check.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'll ask next time, I suppose. It's not often that way I meet, my name is Adria.
Adrian? Adrian. Timeless. Pleasure. He'll motion to shake her hand.
She shakes it politely and she nods. I was under the impression that your little band of 5 was having an off day today.
Yeah, well, considering yesterday, I'm a little bit on edge myself.
What happened yesterday?
Got ambushed. You know.
Atria like side eyes Okiro. Okiro doesn't is looking at papers. He doesn't understand the language you're speaking in. But he seems to sense that that he's being looked at, and you see like a sweat, like a brow, like a bead of sweat is going down the side of his head. Like, I was not made aware of that.
Well, yeah, I already guessed after that letter from Spool that 5 Azadians weren't exactly.
Spool. Who's named themselves Spool?
I don't know.
Who did that?
A guy that named.
You were.
She giggles. What an arrogant piece of... Wow.
Side ISO
I'm
crew.
sorry, it's not... Look, Spool is a certain... Spool has a certain context within GJ.
Something to do with the mistress, correct?
Of course, Spool was the mistress's only son,
Ah.
and he is dead.
Ah.
Casual! Demigod's dead, bitch!
He died a
Hmm.
very, very long time ago.
Or did he?
And I would know this because it was me that killed him.
Oh. Damn.
Yes. I suppose you could say that, well, let's say that my arrival to this continent was eventful. She smirks you.
Huh.
I guess that means we get to
That mean-
kill God, baby!
Hmm.
Classic.
Well, I
First we start with
hope
Bennett.
Iwo doesn't have a grudge against you then.
Ibu? Oh, that little darling. No, of course not.
Hold on, let me just put it in my notes. Fucking kill the god.
Well, if you would like to go and collect your companions, and we can have a more detailed chat of why you're here.
Sure, I'll be right back then.
Spool. She's just like she just starts kicking herself again.
I would like to note that while this conversation happened, Eric took a bath.
Okay, that's fine.
That happened.
We'll go to Nalios first. Nalia. Oi,
Hello.
we
Can I
got a
help
visit.
you?
We got a visitor. She quite the personality.
Right.
Just walks away. Goes to Eret. It's gonna be the Terminator theme for everyone.
Yes?
We got a visitor. Go to the meeting room.
Alright.
Kicks down door. Opens door. Sees Veritas studying like a maniac. All right. I want to sneak. I want to sneak up behind Veritas.
You can probably do that. He doesn't even realize you're there.
Okay. Okay. They just see Timeless opening the door and then just probably giving him a fucking heart attack the moment I see that his like hand is away from paper and ink. He fucking grabs you under the shoulders and starts dragging you outside.
He doesn't
Got
do
a
it.
visitor.
I'm busy.
We got a visitor. Come on.
Okay,
It's just,
he's gonna grab his scroll and he's gonna keep reading it while he's being dragged. He's just like he's being dragged. He's reading his scroll.
you swear you can just feel Timeless eyeing the pool. He'll eventually just kind of drop you off here. Just
Okay, he'll keep walking, but like you know when people walk and look at their phones, so he's doing that but with a scroll.
oh god,
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I knew it. Nah, one.
Okay, with a 10, you unfortunately do not trip and fall on your face.
Yeah, that's good.
Damn it. Right, you get the same to them.
Knock on the door.
Yes.
What?
We got a visitor. Rise and shine. You don't have to put on your armor this time.
He's just going to quickly wave and sit down. And he's not even going to pay attention to anyone. He's busy.
Hans consistently fucking succeeds.
Yep.
Dresser.
We are.
This Drescher is just right. You don't need to make any more athletics roll. This thing, like you've done this enough that there is a weave of you putting this thing at the side without any
Oh my
fucking.
god.
Yeah,
I
this
feel
is a
a
string.
string
That's a
form.
string. Yeah, exactly.
There's a narrative in the future of,
Exactly.
oh no, the door is barricaded. Riot lives barricaded. Alrighty. She
Yeah,
got
no, you're in the middle of a fight and you're about to die, and this fucking like cabinet is going to fly like from here and just save your life or
Fucking
something.
just catches.
It's gonna just like the entire like building is crumbling and a random fucking cabinet just bonks somebody over the head.
and then we zoom back into this bathhouse, and it's just like there's a giant hole in the side of the wall as the cabinet has just been flung over there. And it's just
Destiny
Okuro
calls.
like,
My one purpose to crush some fucker's head. Anyway,
And how are
He
you gonna
steps
move?
No.
Yeah, you're still just sitting there like, playing with your hair, I guess.
right.
Oh god.
Right looks kind of all right. She looks exhausted. She slept, probably. You can see that she's still
Oh.
kind of a little bit soaking around, like her neck and her forehead, like she recently took a dip in the water. Maybe, you don't know.
looks at Nalia. You know,
Um,
you kind of motions to your left cheek. Kind of missed a spot there.
No, I didn't.
You keep
Um,
saying that.
oh, war room.
Yes.
Bow.
A little bow. And then
Buys are accepted.
konnichiwa. And then
She can speak common.
well, I mean it's still respectful, isn't it?
I'll just fix your little stances so you're seated a little more centrally. Woohoo.
The wahoo.
Wahoo, I love the
Wahi.
empires. Okay. Lahi! Alright.
Ooh.
Okiro greets the people who know Celestial by saying,
Oh.
good,
Apparent languages.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hope you found yourselves a pleasant morning.
Welcome to Denny's. How may I help you?
If you will not, if you don't mind, I'm going to be letting my good friend Itri here, and he gestures to his yeah, you don't have to tech magic up, you're good. To my friend here at the side, and Adria smiles and nods her head. She will be directing this meeting for the current moment. If you guys would give me a moment.
Slam.
Yes.
Raya's just gonna kind of stare. What?
Stare at the
what sort of
bunny ears.
creature- what sort of creature? If I would recognize it.
What kind of creature she is?
Mhm.
You
Or should I roll a
can
check?
roll me a. You wouldn't know.
Okay.
Okay.
He
Speaking of
seems
which,
pretty
Veritas is
fine.
very busy. He hasn't even noticed this other person.
Veritas. No book away.
Yeah, sure. Just give me a minute.
Damn it. Not again.
She gets up. She moves. As soon as he's done writing the sentence, she literally takes the paper out from under him, rolls it up. It says Veritas. Meeting. And then she's gonna hold on to the paper and move back to her seat.
Veritas just gonna stare at you in shock.
Is it like- Is it unblinking?
All right.
No, he is blinking.
Okay.
The meeting
I flashbang
begins.
you with my annihilation.
Atria leans over the table, and points at the bottom. All right, I welcome you all to CJ finally. It has been your arrival has been waited with bated breath by the Eda clan. You may recognize that you have not seen one of my kind before. That is because when I arrived here, I was not this.
Huh. Wait. Did you also drink a liquefied yokai?
No?
The way he says also is just like, oh shit.
So,
Fuck.
we'll talk about that later. For now, I can merely perform my purpose as. She looks at Okiro, who doesn't seem to understand, says, mentor. I have been here a long time, and my travels have given me a certain view on how this world works. Considering that...
Veritas is gonna raise his hand.
Yes. He points at Veritas.
Can you have more than one mentor? Because I know it says something that has to do with the weave.
God. Damn it.
I already have a mentor. That's why.
Alright, I'm not mentoring that one. Alright. How are you all doing today? I trust you've had a lovely morning.
We could have
It's been
breakfast.
alright.
Alright, very well. I will give you a brief history of my life in CJ, and then we will continue on with the meeting.
Perfect. Good morning.
I know she's not fine, but still.
Right.
I don't have this
Atria
deception.
begins to speak. When I was still here, there was no such thing as the Enclave, or even this continent was still one, if you understand. I have had a companion who, I believe is still around. I don't think he's dead yet. Right, anyway.
5 companions? Or 4?
I've had 4 other ones, yes.
Ah!
There was an Emperor of Shijie for all of a week before things went wrong. For now, in that conflict, I died and was brought back in the current form you see me as. And I was performed in the Guilin Peaks. And now I am an ambassador and a protector of the tribes that live there. My
What the
power
fuck?
has been restricted. If you being brought back to life in this land means that you become a part of it.
Okay. At this point, he is gonna cast Detect Magic.
All right.
This is when
Fair.
he gets counterspell.
She
Whoops.
stares at you, and then she narrows her eyes. Says, "Very perceptive." You. This is very much like Beetleby, but where Beetleby has been sort of warped and changed by the webs and strings that bind him, making him immortal and immune to death. Atria's strings seem binding, both in increasing her magical power and also restricting. It's mostly centered on the mind, if you understand.
Okay. Veritas still has a bit of paper. He is going to take out one of his other scrolls and he's gonna start taking down notes on this.
I have writing on the matter if you want. Like, you don't need to take your own notes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Apologies.
She rolls her eyes. She manipulates 2 fingers, and with your detect magic, you realize that she is casting 2 spells in 2 different hands on 2 different fingers.
Get fucked, losers.
You cannot tell exactly. I didn't force this fucking thing to loop. Hold on. I should have got this music mute loop. Okay, there we go. She's casting 2 spells at once, both of which are... You could roll Arcana on them, but you can roll Arcana on them, sure.
Okay.
Both 9th level spells.
They're not both 9th level spells.
But one of them is.
Okay. You don't know what the
Thank
first one
you.
is, but you know the second one is retrieval. Some kind of retrieval.
Okay.
As she clenches her fist from these during these spells, strings seem to open a pathway, and she pulls out a scroll case out of nothing, and she sets it on the table in front of you and says, "I'll keep you occupied. I know that the bands like yourselves are all very eccentric in your own ways."
His eyes widen as he looks at this case of scrolls.
They're yours. I have no need for them anymore.
He's gonna grab her and he's gonna start skimming through all of them like a madman.
Perhaps you should wait till after she tells us everything she... Like...
Okay. There is... The mistress's influence beyond CJ is extremely limited. She is able to affect the continent because she resides here physically. I do not know where. None of us do. She has fostered a sort of different way of looking for every part of Shija. The Enclave is mostly... She looks at Okiro, who is just sort of sitting there oblivious. They have fostered a culture of apathy within the Enclave. One of hostility in the Chrono Trigg to the north, and one of devotion in the provinces. The tribe that I protect is currently the tribes, she corrects. I protect them in the way that one would protect many people, which is to say that I am not as effective as I would like to say. Over the years, my people have been decimated by a certain monster, and its name is the Bifang Niao. Upon hearing that name, Okiro freezes. It is a beast of incredible speed, strength, and most of all, ferocity. It awakens every 5 years, and with it the Tarsts burn. There did not used to be a mist around the Guilin Peaks years and years ago. Some of it still burns.
Raya takes deep breaths. In and out, in and out, in and out.
There's a fucking side-eye this Raya. Oh god.
It keeps her focus. I can't believe our first boss is a fire boss. Fuck, bro. Dude.
Face your trauma, bitch.
Out of character. Let's say it's out of character. The Bifang Niao is a world boss. You can challenge it whenever you wish, if you believe you're ready.
I feel like we're ready, gang.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a death sentence right now.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about re-rolling all your characters?
That's in Dragonborn.
Not right now. Not really feeling it right now.
Change the quintuplets.
I do not know for what reason the weave has been forced in this way to bring you here so early. By my estimations, calculations, another one upon the five should not arrive for at least another 500 years.
Raya speaks up. Wouldn't that be exactly why we arrived early?
She's actually confused.
I mean, if this place runs on tying narratives together, breaking and forging a new one seems like the perfect narrative to upend everything. If that was the intent.
I will need to think on who would.
He said his name was Spool.
Yeah, whoever brought you here calls himself by Spool, but I have killed Spool, so it is obviously an alias.
Okay.
Veritas offhandedly, while he's focusing on his picture, will say, "Well, weren't you also killed? You said you were revived. What makes you think?" What is
Very
it?
well. Yes, I was able to slay Spool before my own death. Spool, killing Spool was a leading cause of my death, you could say.
How do you know he wasn't revived? Is the thing?
I made sure.
Okay, sure.
Menacing
What did
aura
you exactly
around her.
kill him?
I don't.
It was
feel
not
like
me
that
alone,
should
of
be a
course.
topic.
I glowed, of course, for having killed a demigod, but it was me and my companions who were able to put it down, and I was not the only casualty.
The reason for that is I'm curious.
Why we killed Spool?
Yeah.
Because he was going to kill himself and his mother and leave the continent underwater.
Ah.
Yeah, that checks out.
Spool was wacky.
He was
Is
wacky
there anything here
woo.
about word weaving?
Where? Who did you meet, young man?
Oh, I'm Fang's protege.
Unwilling.
Fang's protege.
Unwilling.
Unwilling.
Unwillingly. Oh, yeah,
Fang
yeah.
is
Well-
not a word weaver. How do you? She looks confused. Like, where did you learn these tales from? What are you talking about?
Not
Well,
Fang.
she gave me this.
Fang.
Tails.
That.
His
T-
name was Tails.
Oh, tails.
Tails, sorry.
Right.
My bad.
Tails.
I love
Okay.
how Veritas in character is like, who? yeah.
Yeah, no,
Literally.
I'm busy. Sorry.
She's like, oh, Tails. You still alive?
Yep.
Despite Veritas'
Describe
attempts to remedy that, handsome, tall, he had a lot of tails, white tails,
Oh,
wore
yeah,
a
that's
mask,
him. Yeah, he's still alive.
seemed
Okay,
apathetic.
interesting.
Yeah, very concerned once the string was formed.
He would be. Mentor strings are not things to take lightly.
He threatened Veritas with a sudden and imperfect, imperfect.
He would do that,
execution.
yes.
But he gave me the score later, so you know.
May I see it?
Right
She took it
opposite.
from me. He looks dejected.
Okay.
Because you weren't
She
paying
begins to
attention to
read
our
it.
new guest.
And you see that her eyes are moving very fast. She is reading this faster than perhaps is possible.
Ooh.
Still a demigod. I think that speed reading is definitely in the repertoire.
Okay.
Veritas looks impressed.
You were not lying. And she hands it back to you.
Wait, to who?
I did not believe that you'd find Tails. Tails is incredibly reclusive. Okiro? Like she starts speaking in Shije, and Okiro's just like, and they begin to have a conversation. Which
can understand
only, yes, I was about to fucking say it, which only you could. Come on, man.
Patience.
Sure, patience, tell me.
Patience, Ito.
Patience or
You
Tails
did
is
not tell
gonna
me that
fucking-
you did not tell me that Tails had resurfaced. And Okiro shrugs and said, "Well, Fang found him about 5 years ago. He gave to keep his location secret. He forged her a sword that she uses to this day." And he's like, "Oh, he forged her a. Is it a good sword?" And he just shakes his head, "No." Oh, well, yeah.
Dude, bro.
It's not that Fang
But-
really knows the difference.
Tails is out here like, I can sense the pull of the narrative again. Oh shit, here we go again.
What?
Is gonna ask, is there a word in Fang's sword?
The word sword is reserved. Yes, there is a word sword. If you, she leans forward and says, "Be very careful with that art." The 5 will very quickly become 4 if you are reckless.
Five?
She
And I do not necessarily mean that you are only at risk.
Time this. Oh shit, me too. Watching you.
That's fine.
fucking watching you now,
In fact,
bitch.
it's
Wait,
more
did-
likely that you will deal harm to your allies than yourself.
Did you just say it was fine that you might kill us, Veritas?
No. I was referencing I'm reading. Sorry.
Veritas. 5 seconds. Or else I'm taking that.
Right. Well, let us have a
Political-
look at the political landscape before we continue.
Veritas casually at the table. Yeah, I'm fine. Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
All right. Let's
Is
have a look.
Veritas still reading? I've given him
No,
a time limit.
He is interested in the political landscape of the region.
All right.
Bitch, you motherfucker.
She waves her hands in the air, and there are 3 symbols that appear on the in the middle of the air. One of them is a black bird that you do not recognize upon blue. She points to this one. Says, "This is the Ida clan. They were." She says Ida, and like Okira like looks at her like, "What? You speaking? What?"
You talk about me,
They
bitch?
are they have been disgraced and are now here, and their situation has not improved since they are exiled. As you know, their patriarch is currently here right beside me. And she like pats him on the shoulder very fondly, and it lingers there perhaps longer than what is
fucking-
necessary.
I just want to insight check to see if they fucked.
Sure.
11.
Maybe. Who knows? You do
They
know
know.
that like there is a sort of string. There is a string between them, but you can't recognize them.
Okay.
Okay. She points to the next symbol, which is a spitting snake upon yellow, and she says, "This is the Saichi clan. They were exiled from Old Akai, where our failure happened, and they are essentially scavengers. These people are very in touch with most of the populace of the Enclave, but they have a very big talent pool to pull from, but not a lot of expensive equipment as the Ida clan and the Ogami have access to. They have a matriarch. Her name is Saichi Chien.
She asked for a sword from Tails.
She did. And he...
Yeah. Question. What is Bushido?
Oh yeah.
If we could set that aside for later.
We'll set that aside for later, and specifically not me. I'm not telling you that.
Wait.
It's a code for fools who don't know how to be good people.
Um.
I don't
Okay.
usually abide by those.
People might disagree with me, but then have they killed a demigod? I don't think so.
I respect that opinion.
She points to a third symbol, which is a boar upon red. It says, "This is the Ogami clan. They persist in the north. They have perhaps the largest professional force, and so command most of the martial might. But recently, their martial might has been crippled by an offensive from the north.
From North.
What do you think?
No, I'm just. And we met his already.
A prime Khan rises in the north, and he looks his eyes down southward as they always do.
I'm trying to remember if, if the people who ambushed us let us know what group they were from in any
They
way.
did not. And
Yeah,
any of
well,
the symbols they wore are not a part of any of these clans.
Mhm.
What was the symbol that they were wearing?
They were wearing, they weren't wearing a symbol at all, actually. They were
They
wearing
kinda just-
black armor with katanas, and they were using a sword of magic.
All right. How common is black armor? Just a quick question.
Anyone with access to dark enough mud and armor could could perhaps have dark armor. It's fairly common.
All right.
Didn't they use black?
Did you-
Oh,
Yeah,
They used
Blackfire.
people that ambushed you, did you leave any alive?
Tried.
Oh, we're dealing with
It
that kind of
says-
group. Okay.
Oh,
Technically,
well,
one of them
yes.
got away. The other
Two of
one.
them.
They got away.
Two of them did get away. Yeah.
Which way
One
did they
died
go?
Which way did they go?
You didn't know.
No, it was Misty. But I did realize something that could potentially help us identify them. They made the weave overheat in order to
But riot
they made the
shutters.
strings of the weave overheat to do
May I see?
to produce an effect similar to
you-
fire magic.
Oh, okay, interesting. So not actual. Are they suicidal?
No, they weren't suicidal.
No, they were suicidal. Manipulating the weave in that way was. There's weaving it correctly as you have managed to do, because you're still alive, and then there is
Somehow.
forcing it. The men that were coming after you were suicidal, if not having
Wait a
already
minute.
considered themselves dead.
I have a question. I did see the troops leader's face, correct?
You did.
I cast the Sky Self.
Okay, how did you draw the ire of the Saichi clan?
The Saichi?
They thought we were sent to help Okuro, bring him back to power. They
Oh,
didn't believe the story.
understandable. That's going to be a rough one, considering the Saichi are have much more influence over the populace than either the Ida or the Origami.
Fuck.
Enemies in a foreign land.
Alright.
Well, quick question. If it's about convincing populace, how good would a gift from a daughter of the weave do us in that regard? In order to
You have a gift from
Okay.
the Daughter of the Wave? You spoke about her earlier. You spoke about Embu.
Yeah.
She
We
gave Aaron's neck, but I don't feel like that's
Me,
ours
it's
too.
mine.
She gave you her favor. Oh, what did you do to get that?
no, she gave us something, and
No, she gave Arid an egg.
Correct.
yeah, and this
Audible
thing, and he'll
blink.
put up.
May I see that?
Aaron, pull out the egg again.
Pull up the egg.
pulling out the egg.
It's like I'm flashing our rep card.
Oh, and also this, and I'll show the paper with the symbol.
Please stop showing that to everybody. We know what it does.
Pulls out a gun.
Oh, and
Yes.
Chris cheat. Interesting. She grabs the egg like very carefully and she goes, "Do not show the." She looks at it and then she peers in closer. She says, "Oh, okay. Well, do not be frightened. This will not hatch for a few hundred years. But then you weren't meant to come for a few hundred years, so." She shrugs. This is a very. The eggs of the Daughters of the Weave are prized among the less savory individuals in Ichije.
If Nolly is looking at Timeless, he's still in the Sky Self.
What did they do?
What do they do? It depends on the egg. I've seen one instantly grow from an egg into a towering monstrosity and eat a man alive.
Huh.
I mean, although that was in the provinces. I've not seen one. I've never seen one in the Enclave. Enbu is the youngest of the three. Here, take this. And she hands it back to Eric.
I guess this won't make us look any less like criminals then.
No, do not show that to anyone. They will think you thieves.
Hmm.
And you haven't got a good enough grasp on the language nor the reputation to offset any rumors.
You know which? Do you have a dictionary?
I do.
We should
You
probably
have it?
do that.
Are you going to teach us? Is that why?
What do you believe mentor means?
Yeah, I figured. I'm just gonna. She looks to to Veritas like, she can teach us. We don't need a dictionary. At least not right now.
This one probably learns better through self-learning more than me teaching them, and also I'm not teaching that one. Like that one's already been claimed.
All right.
So
Oh
you can
shit!
only have
I
one
forgot.
mentor?
I still have this up. Drops the sky self.
And she hands does that same trick as before, and instead hands a very, very thick tome.
Hmm.
Which is odd because you haven't seen any tomes in TJ. You've only seen scrolls.
Well, he doesn't mind.
Just a quick question. The Gwilyn Peaks is also where a lot of ingredients for certain poisons are found, correct?
Yes, used by the people I protect.
Which
The
are
people I protect are. She wipes the symbols off, and she says, "The people I protect there are not a unified people. They are a disparate peoples of different families that display traits similar to my own, but can vary greatly. Due to the threat of the Bifang now coming soon, some of them have bonded together to form a tribe, a bigger tribe, but that tribe is rife with infighting. That tribe is called the Minamoto tribe. And they reside in the central biggest tarst within the Gwilyn Peaks.
We
I
have
was
to help them.
what?
We have to help them.
I would hope. I was hoping that I would get the chance to convince you to do so, but it seems as though you're that kind
Right.
of bond.
that was
No,
never
I'm-
on the maybe
I'm-
list. Just the when.
It came well from me until you gave me this quote. Now we're good.
She tilts her head and then she turns to Okiro, speaking fondly again, and says, "These ones are going to help you hunt down that old nemesis of yours." And
I'm
you
sorry.
see Okiro doesn't say anything, but he taps the finger on the table. This is in common Shijis. The only one who understands this is Veritas.
Could you spell the name of the tribe for me?
Minamoto, sure.
Alright, thank you.
We're both taking in-depth. Well done.
I am giving them, like, if you want to record them, go off.
Yeah.
This is like one of the rare games I actually write stuff for.
Yeah, baby. Deep lore. Almost spelled it perfectly the first go. Oh my god.
It is the next awakening of the Bifang now is coincides very well with your arrival. I very much recommend you train yourselves before seeking a conflict with it.
Alright. Is there any way of possibly easily obtaining those plants?
I would assume one would go for a hike and look for them.
Oh, it's been a while.
Stretch your legs, lazy asshole.
Eh,
Enjoy the sights. Breathe in the mist that has been formed by the eternal fires that the Bifang now makes. Of course, there's probably people in it. I think the people have blown away to different continents, but there's probably some ash still around of people.
Hmm.
A lot of people. The Gwilyn Peaks used to be the center of trade, and she's just like is subdued.
Alright.
All right. I suppose you could all tell me now what you plan to learn from me.
I guess
Best to-
language to the start.
It's best to err these things before the mistress takes a poor look at it.
Mm.
Secrets are the secrets between allies is more tools in the mistress's arsenal.
You say this like she's. Well, you didn't speak with her of fondness, but you're saying it like she would perhaps one day work against our best interests.
She works against the best interests of every mortal who lives in Shiju.
Veritas
what
raises his
Veritas
hand
did.
again.
Yes, Veritas?
There's been conflicting opinions about the weave. The first thing I heard, he's speaking way too fast, but basically what he says is,
She understands
That's-
like she has no trouble understanding.
okay. He says that some people say that the weave has no will and that it just takes a path of least resistance, but then again,
They're
we've
technically
seen.
correct.
But then, why does it shape the events around it? Wouldn't it just be shaped by the people?
Are you familiar with the concept of death of the author? Well, imagine the author is immortal and is still losing control of their creation.
Understandable.
The mistress's presence makes it easier for people to use the weave here and pipeline it into more general use. As some of you may already know, the magic in Sheijie is very weak. It is why her presence has been tolerated, even as she consumed all other entities of her power.
All right. Well,
For the more scholarly among you, the mistress of the weave is known as a demi-celestial.
Oh,
demi-celestial.
She does. Not made by another celestial and nowhere near their absolute power, but if she were to engage in a spout of combat with another god, which seems to be common these days, she seems to like say that to the sky for some reason. She would most likely win, considering her position of absolute power in Shijie.
Elsewhere, the deep death screams of
Angel.
Like
Grooms in the Grumbar throwing hands.
What's notable out of character is that there seems to be no difference in Shijie, considering the Angel Maker's rampage.
poggers.
Again, in my head,
Checks out.
canon is like Angel Maker murders all the gods, and then it's just Grumshin and Grumbar just throwing hands, and Grumbar can beat the shit out of.
To speak of the mistress's slaughter of her, all other members of her kind is a heresy to some and a holiness to others.
Isn't one of the titles we know Devourer of Gods?
She knows.
It is.
Hmm.
Eater of the
I was-
divine, they call her.
I was already wondering that. That makes sense. Okay.
Perhaps I should not have killed Spoo, but
I have another question about how the weave works. We've seen it form different kinds of bonds between different people.
They joke about tempting fate, and apparently a string formed. I don't know what the fuck it does.
we are
mistress
familiar
has a
with,
sense of humor.
Ah.
We're familiar with the string of enmity for now, but I
There are many
am
strings,
aware.
and the strings, they are a kind of magic of the room.
All right. Can we also possibly talk about the liquefied yokai that are in looks at right to
Yokai are
Of,
essentially, you guys came from Hazad, so how do I... They're essentially wraiths. They don't have real power outside of where they manifested. So to have one be liquefied within its place of power...
Okay. Yep. She is green in the face at the idea of having devoured a person's soul. Oh god. Oh, that's not good.
Well, I mean, I technically summoned mine yesterday.
You what?
Yeah.
Did Teal say anything about them? Teal's
He got rid of mine.
he got
yeah,
rid of yours.
yes.
After the string formed.
After the
And
string
said it
formed
would
and
maybe kill him.
You've got a mentor string with. Oh boy.
Yes, didn't I already say so?
I can just imagine her face just sweat, like, oh no, it's one of
Oh,
those.
no.
It's one of those five.
You have, but it did not quite occur to me in the moment. That's going to be an interesting narrative to follow.
Yeah, what exactly does having a string of mentor mean? Chaos was not kind
The
enough to
death of the
explain much before
mentor
he
or
threw
the
me out.
student. And the passing of a legacy.
And Ryan just kind of
Look-
looks at Veritas. Silent
I-
F for tails.
F. So,
Although it is very it is common and the weave can be forced with enough effort.
all right.
There is a very large chance that there is an extremely large chance that either you or he will die. And it seems as though what he has done in she looks the scroll that is a sort of light tinge of blue. He says what he has done has extended his time with you for a while.
I believe he said something about that with the yokai also being a part of the equation, that Veritas would die very quickly.
She blinks. Oh, that can't. Hold on.
Yeah, he said that
Also-
yokai
No, there's
would,
no way to. Yokai are imperceptible. They don't have a physical form. If
That's not true.
Well, I mean,
about that.
about that.
do you want to hear? Do you want to know what my prime theory is?
Yes, please. I would
Yeah,
like
sure.
to know what type of soul I apparently consumed.
I'm so glad I didn't eat.
Okay, well, if she just rubs the bridge of her nose, if there is no vector with which to, it isn't so much the liquefied remains of a yokai so much as it was the spirit of a yokai bound to a liquid, and she rubs her face and says, "Are you sure you want to know?"
No,
Go
not
for
really.
it.
The most common vector for yokai souls being bound is human blood.
Round two.
Please don't puke on the floor, Raya. Come on.
Moving on to the part of
You thought it was
there's-
a joke encounter? No, it was a fucking horror encounter.
about them being consumed by the yokai. Yes, can we move on to that part?
If it is, if the vector was indeed human blood, then the blood would seek to enter your own stream, and that human soul would take. That human soul would attempt to dislodge your own, with which case the yokai, probably brainless and dead in and of itself, would manifest simultaneously, causing half yokai.
That's what Tails.
Your
said, more or
own
less.
soul would be would win out against the other human soul at play, because it simply has its own home territory, and
It's home turf advantage.
but the yokai would its power would affect you.
Alright, so what I did.
And you say you manifested it.
Yes, it's.
Can you do so again?
Hmm?
Can you do so again?
I cannot fucking catch that. I am sorry.
Can you do
Can you do
so
it again?
again? You want to see me again? Do we-
You know what? Let me try. It's mine. He'll go. I keep forgetting his name. I go Anenra. Charisma or persuade?
Nenra. speak of Enenra, correct?
Mhm.
Enenra is a yokai of Chrono Trigger. Is to the north.
Well, there's 3 different yokai that presented themselves to us.
Tell me their
Well,
names.
Yeah,
the one that's gone.
What
Tails
you
got
have
rid of it when we made the thing. When he became my mentor is Fujin.
She sucks it in her third teeth.
Hmm. Wait, so what did you say about Enenra?
He was a yokai that commonly manifested in the north, in Chrono Trigger. Did you get that?
Yes. Just put it in my notes.
And the last one
Yakai.
that manifests in the provinces. That is concerning. That is a story. That is a narrative written all over it.
Hmm.
Okay. I assume you were tricked into this by some kindly old woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually how stories like this start.
God damn it.
I do not know of a way to. You might just have to become a half yokai.
I'm already half devil. Fuck it.
Does that have any other persistent consequences?
You would find
Outside
yourself more vulnerable to spells that would send you outside of our own plane, I believe.
Ah.
But otherwise, I do not believe so.
And then why did Tails say it was dangerous for me to become a half yokai?
Well, you also touched a ward, a very powerful one that apparently set something off
what kind of ward?
against yokai themselves.
Which would accelerate the process, because I understand. All right. Yes. Manifesting into a half yokai could be construed or seen as changing your person or yourself. That is a very. She raises her eyebrow at
Yeah, Raya just makes like a whine noise, like, oh no.
She raises her eyebrow and then she casts a spell
Oh no.
Heroes.
on herself. Her eyes glow for a moment, and she raises her eyebrow, both of her eyebrows, and her eyes stop glowing, and then she continues without saying anything.
What school of magic is she using?
What school of magic?
You can't have comprehend and detect magic up at the same time.
Yeah.
He can.
He can.
I can.
Good news. It's been more than 10 minutes. Eat a dick.
I can cast it again.
Then cast it again, loser.
I'll do it again.
Divination.
Oh.
And her eyes stop glowing. What was I saying?
Nothing.
What was I saying before she cast a spell?
Oh.
Yeah, the word.
Okay.
He likely ended the that soul and the existence attached to it. Fujin will most likely return to the Enclave and begin manifesting again, but that soul is gone. Regardless, she considers he most likely ended that whole debacle because it is very common when students of masters transform or become something new that it increases the likelihood of the master dying very shortly afterwards.
Out of character, the anime power up. This is it.
Oh.
My mentor dies.
Is the string of mentorship just some kind of death curse? What?
That's
does
literally
that
what she
affect?
fucking said, bro. She literally said one of you two is going to die, or you're gonna circumvent and cut that rope before you both get there.
Yeah. I also love how Raya is just completely panicking and Timeless is like, yeah, this is fine.
Timeless. Yeah, whatever, Raya.
Your condition is unique, and since the your condition is unique, and since the way the weave functions, the manifestation will probably happen at an opportune time for you. Will probably benefit you and solve whatever current problem you're facing, since that's just apparently how the weave works.
Like getting ambushed.
Like getting ambushed, perhaps.
I must admit, like, someone's the face, he's pretty goddamn cute.
Probably. And Enra is
He's-
known for being a wolf, and wolves are usually cute.
Yeah. He's
Not to
he's
some of
minor
my
illusion
kind,
to
of
the
course.
face.
I was not always like I am.
Bunny
but
girl.
Yes, yes, please. Yes, I'm a bunny girl. Please don't.
Kind of chuckle.
my arrival, like, there are no other, but like certain tribes have gone extinct. My arrival as in my current form was seen as an omen of there is a narrative to that, you understand.
A chance that
Yes.
they might be free.
But
There
we
might,
seem
there
to
might be people.
enjoy
There might be
building
people that
narratives.
you find that whatever you manifest might awaken a long dormant lineage of theirs. Or honestly, the amount of time I've spent exploring here means that there are a lot of stories that I've participated in, and I have seen the death of many people.
Alright.
Once we deal with the Bifang Niao, has Okiro told you what he's going to do with you yet?
No.
And then she turns
he
and
was
like
just-
pats the leg of Okiro and whispers something to him.
Okay.
And he shakes his head, and she asks a question, which more overtly, which should I tell him? Which only Veritas understands, and Okiro just like shakes his hand like a baby. And she nods. All right. Then she leads forward. Once the Bifang now has been dealt with and the tribes are once again united, they as a political entity will back the Ida clan.
Ah.
And the
And
current
then we could-
patriarch will step down.
Oh. And who would take
And
his place?
this new band of 5, with a wonderful reputation of having put down ancient guests, will take their head.
Concerned. Raya's just like wiping her forehead. No, I mean, we have.
As Raya's doing that
If you
in
are here
Timeless
to upend change, it is better that you are the head of that change rather than going with
In-
the tide.
in Timeless Mind, it's just like a montage of like all the people he's assassinated.
It's like, yes, an agent of good and change. I will
Change.
Yeah. Nalia is also sat thinking about all of the people she has assassinated.
Listen, guys, like she sees all the concerning voices. The first thing you heard upon hearing about this ancient monster that has murdered half of a civilization was that you wanted to kill it and save those people. No matter your
I mean-
pasts, you believe you wish to do good in the future.
We
I believe you.
absolutely will.
Mhm.
I'm swallowing his goddamn tongue.
A sort of redemption is a very powerful narrative to go with, don't you believe? And she smirks.
Mhm.
She
don't
points at
know
Ryan
what
and
you're
says, "We will
talking
need
about."
to talk privately later." And then she points at Varen and
Yeah.
says, "We will also need to talk privately later." But for now, you're free today, and I could dismiss you like a mentor, but I'm just gonna say, go nuts. You'll need to
Should
have
we
several
the-
conversations before we continue.
Just a quick question: is there a training room anywhere near
Uh,
here?
There is a training down the mountain a wee bit. There is a sort of training area where the little military that the Ida clan is able to muster trains regularly.
All right,
It is
thank
not
you.
many people.
Good enough. Oh, someone's echoing pretty goddamn hard. Holy shit!
I was just waiting until I could say like you guys are going to be in charge of a clan like after the first story.
Yeah, that couldn't go bad. That couldn't be a bad idea.
This
Oh
is
my
why-
God.
Good news, there's 5 of us, so we could just say no to everything Veritas does.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd
Why did
go
you post like a
bankrupt.
million no's into the like? Do you guys not want to do
Because
this?
No, that's Raya's expression the entire time. Like, no.
He's gonna use a democratic. Who said this is gonna be a democratically run clan?
Us.
Nalia
Oh,
is so confused at who the fuck out of any of us would become clan leader, because she goes through individually reasons why they should not. She's like, oh no.
If we
Timelet.
want if we want true neutrality, we go with Eric. If we want an inspired, perhaps revolutionary standpoint, we go with Nalia. The rest of us are not worthy of leadership. It's a
What
terrible
do you
plan.
mean?
Veritas
do
will
you mean?
bankrupt us by the week's end.
Veritas
Let-
is the last person I want.
He looks at Timeless. He's timeless. No.
Silas, I don't work at. Look, I don't work for anybody, not even myself.
Wait, so we're done here? Veritas is
You
gonna
have the day
examine
off,
the ask.
correct.
He's gonna
I
rush
have-
back to his room with his
I
bag of
have
scrolls and
some-
stuff.
I have some catching up to do.
When-
Insight check.
That private
Sure.
conversation when?
Fuck.
You know, they're probably gonna have some tea and just gossip.
They're gonna fuck.
They're gonna fuck. I knew it.
Don't walk in on a second time. It's more.
Veritas.
Alright, you may all leave the war room and go about your 50s as you so wish.
Stands up and bows.
Give them a friendly wave.
Rai's gonna bow and then say, actually, how are we supposed to say goodbye in CJ Common?
In Shijie Common. Hey, who's our folklore guy here? Hey, Sai, you
Me.
wanna say hi?
I
don't know folklore,
I am
just
not
know how
much
to speak
on
Japanese.
linguistics.
Wait, is it in Chinese or Japanese?
It's
Yeah, you
in
do it Chinese.
for well, there's a cultural difference in like sort of common. So I suppose
We got Konnichiwa and we got Mihao.
yeah, which would be two different parts of the continent. So I suppose it would be goodbye in Japan, which I do not.
Okay.
Is
I
say-
do.
sayonara. It's
Yeah.
sayonara.
yeah, I think that's probably one of the words they use that leans on the more formal side.
All right, it would be
Yeah.
that.
Sayonara.
I can tell you Chinese, not Japanese.
Sayonara.
Got it.
I do the best skeevy voice.
I don't like writing in fucking Ramaji.
Go right in kanji, bitch.
No.
Cyan.
Stroke is too long.
And
It
she-
immediately.
As she moves to step out, it's like, oh, when should we have that talk?
In a little bit. I'm going to be busy for a wee bit.
Okay. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Shuffle,
Okay.
shuffle, shuffle.
As
shuffle.
Nalia is the last one out, she hears the whisper of "Hush," and she sees that they are both gone.
Oh, she's got a fucking pocket dimension!
Fuck it.
Sure, roll me,
no,
roll me
no.
Arcana. Nalia can roll me Arcana.
Thomas is standing there.
That was not was 17. Just about dudes. That was not a dimensional spell. That was a teleport.
Yeah,
Poggers?
she, you know, just sort of acknowledges it, doesn't think anything of it.
Mm,
She is
Close.
always
No need to make rules anymore. That
Yeah. Yep.
Once that string is there.
Raya's gonna stack all the pillows and then the blankets, and then she's going to
Scream.
scream.
I knew it.
Make a perception check. Aaron, what's your what's Aaron's positive
That was
perception?
muffled, by the way. I grabbed 3 pillows and I just
sure now what's
screamed into
it?
No
the-
perception needed.
It's a perception. Positive. I think with Aaron's positive perception picks that up.
Just Raya's
Just a very muffled.
I'm pretty sure mine is like 15 or something.
Yeah, that's enough. All right. It is up to you. What do you want? How you want to spend your day?
I'm gonna cry.
You get a day of downtime before our next part.
Did she give us anything to study? I guess not really.
She gave the Veritas. She gave it
Uh,
the
yeah,
Yeah,
giant
Red
like
does
that.
a lot of things.
Damn it.
I'm gonna sit, cry, and self-reflect in my bed.
Go to room, close door, sharpen weapons.
Okay, yeah,
Or answer.
this is where I figure out where I put where I put our archmages, because that's one of our archmages.
Yay!
Yay.
I could just softly hear Raya just crying from
And then
The walls are super fucking thin.
I mean, that's why she stacked herself in a pillow sarcophagus.
Yeah, there are enough pillows that you make a little pillow fort of like a pillow fort of not feeling
How-
anything.
How obvious was it that Raya was
Super off. That's
hating
so fucking
every
obvious.
moment? Okay,
I mean,
well, in that
she was
case,
very clearly upset, but she was trying to be like, "Yep, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it."
Nalia is gonna message her. I'm around if you need to talk.
And I can just respond, right? And
Yeah.
I think I just need to scream and cry.
Understandable.
What is the answer to someone? How do you respond to that? What am I supposed to say? She just wants to lay there and cry.
Yeah, it's fair.
Oh boy, how paladin of me.
Screaming and crying.
Yeah, very heroic.
Alright, you guys can do what you want for the next day. Like that's up to you guys.
I'm just gonna eat my
If-
sandwich.
If you're standing in front of the door, I think you're definitely hearing the fucking sharpening of weapons.
menacing.
You're crying,
No,
sharpening weapons, reading, and then just like pool vibing.
Nadia's
just-
doing the rounds. She's checking.
Yeah,
everything.
Veritas is gonna read for a bit, and then in the afternoon is gonna go and look to see if did she introduce herself or didn't she?
She did, but you didn't
She
take
did.
notes, so it's your problem.
No, I
not
did.
mine.
Busy. Veritas is very busy. What can I say? Well, he's gonna wait until she's back to have a talk. Yeah, like if she sees her. If not, he's studying.
Now he was like, man, these are the least talkative party members I've
Yeah,
ever had.
I know. How am I gonna use my 20 charisma?
Veritas
I
is
mean,
You
just
just hear like, just you have a day, do fucking role play. Like you get a gun, it's just like roleplay or something. I don't know.
Hey, just hang
Uh,
out, just be friends.
also-
The party. Ow!
Nalia violently
shoot.
bashing on Eric's door.
Heroic.
Alright, Eric.
He is just going to walk over to the door slowly.
Sends him a message.
Menacingly.
Eric, we need to talk. This is urgent.
Oh god. I'm
It's gonna-
pregnant.
Dolly is gonna be that person going urgent. I need tea.
Oh,
Oh, he's sliding up in the door then.
hey Eric. How are you doing?
Hmm.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Okay.
Can I?
Bro, see him.
Okay.
Cool. Nice room.
Nice room, nerd.
Nice cock.
Walks in, takes a seat, doesn't say anything.
Atria walks in, explains lore, knows something important about everything,
Leaves.
refuses to elaborate, leave.
She came to visit her boyfriend. What can you say?
True enough.
Just awkwardly looking at each other, Eric wondering why she's there.
You can light the candle if you guys want. There you go.
just let it simmer
Ooh.
for a bit.
Thaumaturgy can light candles.
Oh, whoops. It's like in Witcher when you walk in, keep pressing one button, you keep accidentally lighting the
Oh
candle
my
up on.
god.
You're trying to do a
So
dialogue with an NPC, and then it's like, shit,
Oh, fuck. So for how long does Nala just cry and scream into her phone?
Raya? Let me see.
They would look at each other and say, "We're both resistant to fire." I see.
Hmm.
7 hours. She spends all day in bed.
Holy shit.
3d6. She could have spent like fucking 18,
18
hours.
hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fall
Oh
asleep
my
crying.
God. Can I knock on the thin
You
wall?
thought I would be a healthy human being? It was a lie, a ruse.
Portal, you traumatize everything you touch. It's like the meme you sent for character development. No, but Timeless is gonna knock on the thin fucking wall. Silently wishing it was a bit thicker. He'll just say, "Well, we're technically in the situation together. I hope that at least brings you some form of comfort." Death. And also, thank you for taking most of the blows yesterday.
Thanks, local dog spirit.
Are you saying this to your
Uh,
fucking?
Oh no! I knocked on the wall and it's technically Taraya, but I don't know if she can fucking hear me. Oh, music stops.
No, I'm just changing it.
We all die.
Nadia is going to say something to Erin at some point. Don't worry.
After these 7 hours of intermission.
Just staring. Just suddenly goes, "Hey Erin, I think we might be the only ones that don't die."
Important character development.
The most unified party to ever exist.
Really.
Ira just tries to not give her a look like she's crazy.
This is a really nice room. Were you busy? Sorry, I feel I intruded a little bit.
You could say that.
Well. Sorry about that. No signs of getting up.
Oh my god. They never taught her manners.
This is my room.
Well-
I like it here. I sleep here now.
Hey,
Aaron
This is so fucking. Our party being this
has accepted
awkward.
the situation and is just going to do what he was going to do and just sits down and meditates.
Dude, our
Hey,
party's awkwardness is so perfectly
It's
in line.
great.
nice bed sheets.
Yeah, these guys can be in charge of the Eater
Oh
clan.
my god. I'm going to thank Fire Doggo though.
Okay.
okay.
You don't feel any approval from Fire Doggo. You don't feel
Oh,
anything from Fire Doggo.
I guess I'll leave you now.
20 charisma, baby.
20 charisma.
20 wisdom.
This is the battle of Low, low whiz, high charisma.
Oh my
High
god.
charisma, low whiz. Well, I'm gonna go and annoy Veritas now.
Just don't burn him or anything.
If you hear screaming, just know that I failed. Violently starts banging on Veritas.
This is disrupting his studying, so he's gonna very quickly stand up and say, he's gonna walk and open the door and see Nadia there.
Hey, there's something I need to speak to you about.
You're gonna
what do you
die.
need?
Could I come in?
Yeah, sure. He's gonna go and sit back down and keep looking at his papers. So, what do you need? He's very intently looking at his dictionary.
Nadia sits down, just starts like checking out her fingernails.
He's gonna keep studying. He's very encroached on the task at hand.
You know, how's the studies going?
Good.
This is beautiful.
Mwah, chef kiss.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I was actually gonna ask you a couple questions, magic related, of course.
He suddenly looks up. Yeah, what do you need? Sure, magic. Yeah, I'm good at magic.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good at that.
Oh my god.
You may have noticed that I have some magical prowess.
No, not at all.
I was just wondering if you'd ever encountered fire that doesn't look like fire. I'm talking about shadow flames. If you didn't get the hint.
Can I try to roll for that? Do I know anything about that?
Sorry, I was getting booze. What's up?
Can I try to roll anything to see if I know anything about shadow?
Sure. If she shows you it, you can roll Arcana.
Okay.
Crit,
Uh,
motherfucker. Oh.
No.
That is certainly a spell.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
That's fair, I guess. Maybe Eric will know, actually.
Well, could you tell me more about it?
Well, I mean, I'd always kind of been able to do it. I don't really know how. They just never really come out the way I expect them to. They're more dark and shadowy.
Okay, he's gonna do something interesting.
And then I fight on the fire.
No, he's gonna start he's gonna use ice knife, right? But he's not gonna throw it anywhere, right? So
Okay.
we're gonna use this, and he's gonna switch it from ice to force damage.
You can do that.
I can.
What do you throw it at?
No, I'm not throwing it at anything. I'm just kind of switching and then holding it.
Okay, so
Make me a
just
dexterity.
switch it to force damage. Can you show me the thing that does that? That'd be lovely.
Yep. It's the thing of Order of the Scribes. So I'm using
You could just- okay.
ice knife, and I'm
you're
using
basically
magic
with-
missile.
Okay. So you hold this this huge sort of like dagger of ice that's just this huge spike in your hand, and you still have you don't have. I don't think Detect Magic would still be up at this time, but I'm going to say it is.
No. Okay, sure.
I'm going to say it is for the purposes of what I'm explaining here. So you cast this, and it seems as if that your fingers sort of unknowingly to yourself are interacting with the strings that you can see and just around you. It seems that you are less like you're still altering it to be force, but it looks like it is helping you so much as like usually you would not have without this weave. You perhaps might not be able to manifest this as casually as you have, but a certain amount of pulling and manipulation of power allows you to drain the sort of energy from the air and create this and convert it into a different kind of energy, which looks like a spike of pure like looks like a magic missile, but it's a fucking huge spike.
Big missile.
Yeah.
Well, and he's gonna kind of hold it and say, well, as long as you know enough about magic, you can kind of do this. I've just modified the formula a little bit, and now it's a different kind of spell. And he's gonna start ranting about magic formulas.
I'm stuck between a girl that keeps crying and screaming and a magical lecture.
I mean, she doesn't keep, it quiets down to just soft sob. And you know that kind of, have you ever had those really bad days? You just lay down and you go, God, I hate everything.
Yes.
Yeah, that's that.
Huh. Okay.
All right. Anything else?
What is Nadia's response to Veritas' tangent?
She listens intently.
Oh wow, okay.
What have you done to my sister?
So he's gonna spend like a couple of he's gonna like 10 minutes talking about this. So anyways, yeah, just that's just how it works. Maybe you can do something similar.
Well, I don't know if the issue is. Well, I don't really have a choice in the matter.
Oh right, you don't use formulas, right?
No, I don't.
Well, let's try something. He's going to just give me a second. He's gonna ritual cast detect magic instantly because he can do that.
Yes.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Yeah.
And okay, can just use some. Is there any simple magic that you cannot easily control, and maybe I can see what's going on? You see his eyes start glowing faintly.
Sure. Perhaps not in your room though.
Oh yes. But we only have about 10 minutes, so if you could hurry up outside, and he's gonna start
Sure.
pacing out. Yeah.
She's not going to go all the way out because she wants to make sure that Erit sees a firebolt fly from the room after he's just said, "Don't set fire to."
Oh wait, speaking of which, I would have sent the magical ice knife over here, the magical force knife over here.
Yeah.
There's-
Erit, you're sitting here. You're vibing with nature at the moment. The nature on this land is very different than your homeland, and it's quite interesting to get a sense of the weave around you and the nature of both the land spirits and the way that that the sort of wildfire is inside of you. Yeah, as you're thinking on this, a huge pillar of water flies up into the air as this force knife just like just like collapses this huge pillar of water into the fucking air, and then smaller pillars of water just pop up around it.
Eric's just drinking his tea like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
And it came from like right, but like it's just like over here, like where that's like where it comes from. So it's like, did you get all that?
Yep. It's just gonna say to himself, "That's probably Veritas."
Followed it with
Yeah.
Probably next.
a firebolt that just flies out the room.
There it is.
All right. Flaming shadow bolt. All right. Veritas,
Mhm,
you've got a weird brain.
mhm.
That's it. No, I'm kidding. You see that as she is sort of, it just comes out of her hand, but you can see in the milliseconds before she like fully extends her hand. The formula for a shadow for a firebolt just like manifests itself in her hand in an instant before something influences it that is not exactly outside of her control, but it looks like it is an influence of how she casts magic in the first place.
Hmm.
And then you see, and it's a black flame that impacts the water. And a much less impressive plume of water. If there is a plume at all, there wasn't.
Oh, you've never learned magic formulas.
No, I haven't needed to. I've just been able to do it.
Right, you believe, Veritas, that this is pretty poggers.
Yeah,
This is
indeed.
pretty PogChamp.
So the thing is, right? You are using a magic formula, even if you don't know it. You just activate it instantly. Maybe it's kind of, maybe it's kind of just like a biological process of whatever's in, and there's something else influencing your magic. Maybe it's. How do you feel when you activate magic? I usually have to think about it, right? I have to think about the formula, etc. How do you do it?
Oh my god.
I just do it.
Virgin Wizard, I had to do math. Chad Sorcerer, I just do.
Oh, so
can't.
my guess it's something to do with your particular constitution of or anything. It's something in particular to you and other people who have something similar. That essentially just it's a process of your body or mind. You have it. It's the same as moving a hand or something. You just do it. It's an automated process instead of having to think about it, which is absolutely fascinating. But the question is, how did that get there? And also, there is something interfering with that formula that comes from within you. Huh. What? Nadia? Nadia?
He starts fucking running.
He's gonna peek out. Nadia?
Casts Thaumaturgy on the door to make it open.
Oh, sure. He's going back to his study.
She really just loves entering.
So what is Nalia doing right now?
She's just sat next to Eric, just sitting.
Vibing?
Yeah.
Understandable. Oh, what? Understandable. What is what's going on between these two over here? Is Timeless just sitting there, just like, yep.
Just listening to her going.
Yes. He goes, "This is fine.
Oh.
This is fine. This is fine." Gets thinks back a certain times. Okay, this is not fine. This is not fine. Fuck. He's having a panic attack and he doesn't know it yet.
Okay.
I ate a human
Roll
soul.
a d6, please.
Me? Okay.
Yes.
Oh fuck! I burned this place down.
Just roll me a d6.
4.
It takes you about 4 minutes to realize you're having a panic attack.
Fuck.
And specifically, that panic attack is like, oh shit, my friend is crying in there, and I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Door opens. Door closes.
Fucking T-poses through the door with the...
No clips.
The ultimate obstacle. A fucking dresser.
Ah, yes, the dresser of doom.
Now, while this string exists for Raya, for having put the dresser in between herself and the world. No such thing exists for Timeless, and so we must overcome this obstacle.
I can't define it. I can no clip through anything that is spicy.
Alright, you don't have Blink yet. Calm down.
I can't get Blink, but eventually, one way or
I'll
another,
find a way.
I'll find a fucking way.
Yeah, I'll cast Blink. I close my eyes and then I open them.
Damn.
I'll knock at your door, Raya, again.
Door is a
Strong
word for that. Strong word for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The barricade.
Cabinet.
Using that button well, I guess.
What do you need? What do you need?
If possible, do you think we can talk?
Okay. All right.
While this is happening, often, while this is happening, often one of the tallest tarsts in the Gwilyn Peaks, Atria and Orgiro were making the fuck out.
Flashes back to the samurai and the old hacky.
All this is happening.
They're just they're sitting just like lying beside each other, just like
Vibing.
Yeah, they're vibing, and they're like just after having the hardest sex they've had in their lives, and the girl's like, "You have to give me that potion now, you know."
Oh my
It's like
God.
you're too weak for it.
No.
No. Okay.
I'm going to sleep.
Cursed. So she
Also-
just squeezes her face together. Hero material. Breathe in, Raya. Breathe out. And she slides off her bed, moves, picks up the door,
Pulls the
dresser,
string.
moves the dresser. Yeah, and she kind of wipes her face a bit. I'm fine. I'm good. Just needed a bit.
I don't. Do I have to insight that? Because I have.
She's wiped her eyes. She gives her best hearty smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just,
Here we go.
not high enough, bitch.
Not high enough?
Not high enough.
Damn it. Curse my +2 insight.
You can tell that she's definitely upset after the meeting still, but she looks like she's out of the direct rut, at least somewhat. Sorry, it's just heavy. We drank a person.
Yeah. Is it possible if I can come in, or are you not comfortable?
She
with
kind of
that?
just looks at the massive kind of
Trust-
tear-soaked pillow fort.
Just looks at it. Trust me, I have seen a lot worse. Nalia is my sister.
What does that mean?
She's not as cleanly as she would like you to think. But on a different note, I at least can help you clean up if you want.
I mean, sure, I guess. Then she's gonna move the cabinet back.
Very
With surprising
tasty.
ease.
Wait, while this is happening, Britta's just had a realization. Raya used magic. What kind of magic does Raya use?
Oh no.
You don't know. Are you gonna go charging and find out?
The door is locked.
No.
Ryan's just gonna start putting the bed sheets back.
Verda
Yeah.
sprints
Flipping
down
the
the
pillows upside down.
No, excited knock on the door.
Just like
Oh no.
Yes, Veritas.
Perfect
Very-
cutout through the wall.
Can you speak?
he's just like he's sticking
Yeah.
knocking constantly.
She's gonna move it slightly.
This fucking cabinet meme. Oh god.
Use okay. We have like a couple of minutes. Use magic now.
Oh my
She
god.
she just puts the cabinet back.
No, Raya. I just need to see your magic once. It's important.
Veritas,
She
there's a
turns.
thing called boundaries.
She turns and she starts putting the pillows upside down.
No,
Which
you see,
side?
it's important to my studies of the weave.
No,
He
it
lies.
isn't.
I fucking like the fluff up some pillows.
Well, you see, the thing is, I've been seeing how different magic interacts with the weave, and I was curious to see how Raya's would.
She
don't-
opens.
I whispered
Do
to
you
him,
have detect magic up?
Yes.
He's like a minute of it left.
Okay. Then you would notice in the instant that she moved it, she has a spell on herself. Which is, let me double check it.
Isn't heroism like enchantment or something?
That's what I'm checking. It is it is an enchantment. So you could feel an enchantment spell on her.
Oh, can you just let me see you for a second? I know you have a spell on you. Just give me a second.
Yeah, fine. And she just opens the cabinet slightly, and now that you can probably look at it more clearly, it is like a grasping series of vines around her feet that kind of, in an aura of presence, just wrap around her. More like a safety blanket than a thing, like a very faint one.
And how is this interacting with the weave? I'm curious.
Sorry, I spaced out there for a second. What?
How
He
does
wants to know
Raya's
how
magic
Raya's-
interact with the weave?
Sure.
Because she's getting it from something.
Yours is a formula that sort of calculates how to best interact with it, and then like manipulates it. This one just seems like it. Have you seen like Riot cast magic with?
Not with
Have you
detect
seen-
magic.
No.
not with tech magic.
All
All right. It looks
all he
like
can
it's
see is the
just
spell.
a coincidental moving of the strings to sort of create an effect rather than a sort of mildly forceful thing.
Just for science, could you cast another spell? Any spell would do.
She squints her eyes. All right.
Divine Smite, attack Spiritus.
Divine Smite uppercut. No, she's gonna cast heroism again on herself.
He's gonna need it.
Just inhale.
Specifically, this is the strings sort of reinforcing, like just pointing at her chest. Actually, her chest just like from all sides.
You've technically seen Timeless also cast a spell.
So that's a racial.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a racial ability, so I don't know how that would interact.
Well, no, but I would assume you work the same as Naya.
It would be the same.
That's what I would assume. Okay, thank you. And he's gonna run back and continue his
He
studies and
closes-
also write down what he just saw.
Closes the thing.
Is- He just Timeless is the menace gone?
Yeah,
Ah, thank God.
he's just super excited.
He's like a pup.
Yeah.
Well,
Careless. But at least he's happy.
true, but there are some risks with what he's doing.
And she's gonna go to her loot because she has a guest. And she has no way to avoid conversing except
You can't.
you can't
Conversation
escape.
is inevitable.
Yeah. And then she just sits, grabs her lyre. And, oh, that's the wrong thing. It's the same as my performance though, so
Sure.
23.
I'm not saying a string forms with you like playing with broken instruments, but like
It has been
I-
repaired.
it has been repaired. Okay, all right. So it's
It has been. I forgot about
right.
that. I was gonna say Timeless hands you his fucking bowstring again.
all right. So what do you? I will let you put on the music on rhythm to see
Okay,
what
one
you play.
moment. Okay.
Fucking Idle Wilds looking
Never
ass.
gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
Yeah, come, please.
The bard's getting played to the mimic effect of our power.
Rickroll.
Got you. I have a playlist ready for this.
You have a Riot music playlist. That's adorable.
Well, no, just her mood. At least this
Riot playlist the pen too. Ooh, let me turn this up a little bit.
Ooh. Ooh, fire. Ooh. Ooh. Got him.
Vanilla Ice starts playing.
Just her
Ice,
eyes.
ice,
You see her
baby.
kind of close her eyes. She's in her small clothes, so it's very she's very seemingly relaxed, and she gets into the rhythm of playing, like striking the strings in a very practiced and experienced manner. It's very restrained in the same way Timeless probably has experienced his own knife work, and like the way he's practiced with using them over thousands of times is the same. Like she has played this instrument a lot.
God,
A
that is
lot.
a bad deception roll. Fuck me.
Not impressive. It just
Roll insight. No, just
yeah, but she closes her eyes and
Ooh.
strum at it almost rotely.
bad. But Timeless is. He gives, instead of the smug, shit-eating grin he usually has on his face, he does give a genuine smile.
Her eyes are closed. So...
I know. Yeah, sadly. And she's gonna wish they weren't closed soon. Raya.
She opens her eyes. Yeah. Still playing.
You can see that he's gonna ask something that makes him that he's not comfortable asking, but you don't have to tell me, but why are you so deathly afraid of fire?
Let's see. Good news, she has heroism. Bad news. Let's see if she's willing to talk about it. Yeah. A little at least. She exhales, still strumming. And she begins in a kind of melodic voice to spin a tale in a very sad song. Once, very long ago, I was young and foolhardy and excited, and I got caught in a blaze, a forest fire. Yeah. A local adventuring group had come to cleanse a problem of the village. She exhales a long breath. Everything burned. Well, not the village, but I remembered the sounds of it. Sights. I think that's enough.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry for prying. I guess.
No secrets among friends.
Well, no. He points to the long scar he's got, like on his neck. Well, considering you told me that,
I should note, since you are seeing her in her small clothes in this moment, you see that unlike normally when you see her with like less clothes on her, just in casual wear, you can see across her arms there are deep burn marks that are visible. Normally, those seem to not be there. And you notice that it also slightly runs up her neck. I should just note that.
Yeah.
Since you're this close.
We both have our scars of our past.
She blinks
Gives
it,
a sad
and
smile.
She looks is like, oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I usually hide those.
It's not a problem at all. I have a lot of them myself, but yes, I sort of owe you a little bit of my story. You're not, please. I don't know how to. I'm not good with words. Fuck me. He kind of like puts a finger to his temple. Raya, if there's one thing I know is some scars are visible, some aren't, and some are both. Since I can see we both have experience with some, please, if you ever need to talk, or if there's ever something bothering you, my door is always open for you.
Right.
And I am also sorry about yesterday with the whole Anindra summoning stuff.
That wasn't. You guys
That-
were only doing what you had to. And you see her kind of close her eyes, wincing at the memory of that day. Still fresh. Sorry.
No worries, please. Would you like something to drink?
She is currently playing the liar.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can still just offer it.
I think I'm good.
Mhm.
Though. Just need to, you know?
For the rest of the party, they hear a familiar and pleasant playing of an instrument from a little bit up north. Veritas has a peaceful and calming soundtrack to his studying and the same for the meditation of Eret. Nalia simply stares at the water, watching it go by as this wonderful tune passes through her ears.
What you do? Don't you fucking do it till you end it.
Everybody
can
roll me a wisdom save.
Good boy.
Ooh,
Private conversations,
yes.
probably.
Hey, it's
Well-
me, the mistress of the weave.
Takes out gun.
Not you again.
No, you again. If
Right.
there's one
Alright.
sorry.
No, you go. I was gonna fucking no, that's alright. Go, fool.
If there's one thing I do know is that sometimes talking does help.
Yeah.
It does pay me to see a good person like you hurt so much. He gives a sad smile.
Yeah.
When did you actually start picking up the lyre?
When I was young, my mother taught me.
You are extremely good at it, I must say.
Practice makes perfect.
I do know that. Is it now just awkward silence?
I mean, she's playing.
Yeah. He'll just listen.
You're good, Slim. You got the stage.
You got the stage.
I got the
You
stage.
got the caucus.
Pog. Alright. I'm pogging out. Alright. It is not long in into this little playing of of the lyre. Roll me perception checks, please.
Who? Ryan?
Both of you
Well,
two.
not me.
Oh,
Silence and Ra.
sick. Sick.
monkey see.
Sniper monkey.
Fuck.
Alright. Then it is to your mild surprise that something jumps in from this direction. I'm gonna change the sidetrack.
A messenger has arrived. A letter from the Lord.
I got something for you.
The man is drowning in Lego City.
I got something for you.
Okay.
Addressed to you. It's I don't know who it's from, but it's got this weird handprint on it. All right, see you. Woo!
What the fuck?
I'm kidding. No.
Should stop splitting the line and put it down.
Okay. Change the sidetrack for me.
The moment he
Sidetrack boy.
appeared,
You did.
the moment the guy just appeared out of nowhere, it's the meaning like a hand to attack.
He
I
lands
just
here
put the wire on the table.
from somewhere over here. The impacts on the wood are soft, and they're purposeful as he walks forward. Before you can really react or stand up and grab a weapon or anything, and he leans on the table and he looks between you two. How does the morning find you?
Well enough.
He eyes the pair of you. He takes off his hat, revealing what seems to be blonde hair. And he does not kneel, but the motion is similar as he looks into you and says, "I suppose I should apologize. The altercation yesterday between my men and yourselves was regrettable.
Right. You're not the one in charge of unit.
Same.
The Saichi clan is large, of course. He is perhaps sorry for the fact that his men were dead rather than you got attacked.
It's a upsetting end. I had hoped we wouldn't shed so much unnecessary, and she doesn't twitch, but almost does.
Oh well,
Violent.
these things pass. And I it beats you both and tries to get a lock onto what you want and like who you are. Doesn't seem to get it.
There. Ryan just sees Timeless's face.
He's also
just-
speaking Celestial before I forgot but he's speaking
Yeah.
Celestial. Yeah.
You have violated the law. They're everywhere.
I have come to meet with you to negotiate.
Can I use that 19
I want you to
insight?
leave.
Hmm.
What's the 19 insight for?
That was just I see if he with negotiate. I wanted to see if he meant the actual negotiating or the stabby.
Considering his next words, I think you know which that is.
Mm-hmm.
Raya exhales.
Why don't you return home? Why are you here?
She stands and she looks at him genuinely. There's no place for us back home that we can.
And there's a place for you here.
Raya makes eye contact with him and goes, "Perhaps not yet, but we don't intend to sit idle and rest. There are people here who need help, and it is
There are
It
people back
is-
at your home who need help. Forge a place back at your home.
Raya makes
Your
eye contact
intervention
with him
is
again.
not wanted.
Not by you, perhaps, but there was a call. And who am I to deny and ask someone begging for help?
Someone with a mind closer to their own people rather than intervening in some whatever it is that you're doing.
Really scared of change.
I'm not. Change has come many times, my clan. We do not fear change so much as we fear the obliteration of our culture and our way of life from some foreigner stepping in and taking
You're,
command and healing all those who obey before them.
if you're here to just tell us to leave, then I suggest you leave yourself, because I think the answer is quite
We are
This is
not
a
clear.
here.
negotiation. What do I have to give you to make you leave?
Raya just kind of. We don't want to change CJ in the way that you think. At least, I think people have made presumptions of what we want. I like it here. Different, it's strange, it's beautiful, and there's so much we still don't know. So much to protect. Your people, your histories, your legends, your stories. I adore it. And there's nothing more I want than to make its people well, safe. There's nothing more that I want than to shelter their light. To give them hope and perhaps safety from the monsters that would destroy everything you love. And maybe that's a rote thing that you've heard 1,000 times. Maybe it's naivete. But it is what I want. Just as you want us to leave, I want to help. And I don't think you can change my mind on wanting to help people.
I am a very well-informed man.
I am
You-
pretty uninformed.
Understandable given your love for this continent, despite having been here not a week. Despite loving the culture and the people, besides only having a smidgen of a taste of it, not drinking deep of its
Not yet,
of its
anyway.
everything. Not drinking deep would. There is a
There are
flower that grows in the Gwilin Peaks. It is beautiful, and it attracts many children who venture up there and seek
It
to
kills them.
impress. Yes, it kills them.
Right?
doesn't kill-
Kind of.
Yes, of course, it kills them, but it does not kill them fast. The poison grows in their sternum over the course of years. It is not until they have drank of all of its glory and seen all of the sides of CJ before they die, and yet they die all the same. And they rise again. Drinking deep of the cup of what you want in this country will see you change and see everything that you perhaps love in this country change.
Gives a look at Raya.
You may love what you see now, but you will change it into something indescribable and monstrous and something. My people lived in Old Akai. My ancestors ruled from there, and you interlopers, you intercessors, you foreigners just don't know what you're capable of. And when we ask you to leave and go back and help yourselves, you just say, but I love this country, without any understanding.
Raya closes her eyes.
None of us have need of your help. Let us solve our own problems.
She thinks for a moment. A very long one. She goes, perhaps you are right. Perhaps there is more to this than might meet the eye. However, I have promised one man my aid, and I intend to keep that oath. And so, I will.
He inhales. He puts his hat back on.
It is unfortunate that we will be perhaps at odds.
There's no words anymore. The Saichi clan is bigger than you think it is, and I am not going to make you privy to its internal secrets. But know that if I had the opportunity, I would throw you into the sea and forget you ever existed.
Please leave.
Before you speak,
Hmm.
you feel a string form.
Enmity.
Enmity.
Rai says,
After
"Good
all,
night."
it is the most common to form.
Rai just kind of exhales.
If she looked at Timeless, the face would have been one just ready to.
Fucking stab his dude.
I think
I
she's seen the
understand.
transition of like out of job, and then
Now it's
he
personal,
he
bitch.
he gets like a. I think it's more of like a dead look in his eyes, and just ready for at any moment.
We have to learn more before we can really do anything. And at
That
every
is
end,
true.
we'll meet blades and conflict. And I know it's a lot to ask. Could we, if possible, where we can, avoid killing more people? I have a distaste for it.
Yeah, I'll try my best, but
We shouldn't be executioners in a land we don't know.
Okay. Aerith and Nalia, please make me perception checks.
They just see the dude enemy running on the water.
Okay. Aerith, you're able to see and hear the silent thunk of a hook of some kind, and the very, very subtle and hard to see chain that comes with it before it is pulled taut, and then it vanishes. And then, suddenly, landing behind you, it's the same man that was talking to your allies. You are both weavers, correct?
I'm sorry.
Indeed.
He's speaking in Celestial, and then do either of you
Ah.
understand Celestial?
Nope.
No.
Let's.
He blinks and he shakes his head, and he looks for you too, and then he looks at specifically Eric, and he starts speaking Intercomic. You're a weaver, yes.
I am.
All right, he says the same to Nalia, Intercomic.
God,
Try
language barriers.
Nalia,
Try Infernal with her.
I don't have Infernal.
She just stares at him.
Okay. Tell that one to ignore this conversation. That one is beyond even me. I'm here to negotiate.
I've
I
come,
would
Dormammu,
assume
I
that-
have come to argue.
I've already talked with your others, and they seem receptive to the idea of you leaving.
these motherfuckers.
You have no place here, and many would see you
can I
gotta
just
go.
hard insight that?
You can hard insight that.
I have a +7.
Okay, he's gonna roll his deception.
Fight, crab fight.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, you know, maybe the rest of the team wants to leave.
Did he crit? Pogger?
Yeah.
Stone-faced liar.
There is. We can solve our own problems. We don't. It would be best for you if you left. It would be best for everybody. You may want to return to the lands you call home. I hear there are many problems back there.
Would seem that this place may have already laid claim to us.
There are ways to obfuscate such things. He smiles.
Obfuscate. but not release.
Bonds can be broken.
God, Aaron's deep voice is hot. Here we go. Just Aaron.
ASMR Aaron.
Serenity. He's like, serene. Now
You'll
burn!
find that many of your kind are not. There are not many of your kind here, Dragon Spawn.
Aye.
You will be lonely here.
If you think that not being among my kin would make me lonely, then you are quite presumptuous.
Well, presuming things keeps one alive in the dead of night.
And it also makes a great many enemies.
I have a few of those, but I would not count one of them. I ask this of a favor of you. I would, of course, negotiate more for you to leave. And if they ever seem receptive, why would you? There's no reason for you to stay.
I'd say it's a gut feeling. Something other than the weave pulling on me.
Fucking honor. People just. Where can I find the pragmatists and the people who know how to get things done without burning literally everything behind them? They came back to me, my commander. She saw what you did to my Mel. I know what you're capable of, and I know that if you stay here, you will leave only ashes and the burning embers of my people behind. Think on that when your next gut feeling takes a hold.
That is only if you run into the flames.
And if the flames consume all places, if there is no place that one could run away from said flames, if the fires of your change ruin our way of life and everything we know, where then do we run?
There are always havens, and there will always be something to return from Ash.
And what's the price? Think on the price of things. I would have your name.
That price is not determined by us.
And yet you would test it. For your pride.
There is a price either way. It is better to burn away a festering wound than to let it consume the body.
I will meet you when the fires have consumed everything that your gut has told you was correct. And I will meet you then to slit your throat and leave you to die. I will not look back. And you would do a dishonor to all those around you by doing the same. He lowers his mask for a moment. You see there's scars all around. Just there are no scars above his like where you can see where there is no mask, but you see there are scars along his cheeks and around in and around his neck. And he spits on the ground, and you see that he takes out a chain. And he flings it at the wall. He pulls it taut, and then he's gone. He does not bother with Veritas.
Oh. Why? Why would you do this?
He comes to Veritas. He's like, he flies in and is like, he's like, what the fuck? He just leaves.
No, come on. I mean,
Okay.
Veritas just got his GG dictionary. He was gonna put it to use.
Nah, bro. Okay.
Ugh.
All right. You guys have a downtime you can use for whatever you want.
Well, Era is going to explain to Nalia. He
Mhm.
came to demand us we leave and express that the wholeness of his faith is in the worst to come.
And what did you say? I presume that we aren't going to.
I did not bother trying to change his mind. He is already set, and he is already set on his path, and we cannot change it from him. Change him from it. Best we can do is control the damage.
Huh. Well, I'm not one to bring unnecessary damages. If they deserve it, they deserve it, but of course we will proceed with added caution.
Also, don't roast people alive next time.
Sorry, that was... Yes.
He
You're right.
took particular offense to that.
Huh. Okay. Thanks, Barrett. Call me if you need me. Although, I prefer people knock before coming in.
Ooh.
Have fun.
Okay. For mechanics, you guys have a downtime. You can advance a clock if you so wish, if you have one running, or you can start a new clock, or any other kind of downtime you guys want to think of.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Start CJ Common Clock.
CJ Common Clock.
Sorry, start CJ comic clock.
You guys want to do that?
How are you gonna do
Alright.
that?
Start. I keep spamming the button, but it won't
Please,
start.
please, God.
How do they learn CJ Common?
We have heard quite a lot of
Yeah,
it. and
they
we
will.
Just start piecing
Yeah,
it
you
together.
can do that. Yeah, that's fine.
In the same way that we know some of the words, the keywords that we've been given, we could just practice and theorize and just get in the mindset to learn.
Veritas is doing the written, and everybody else is doing spoken, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Huh?
I will say there's 8 pieces
Wait,
to...
now that I have the dictionary, I'm gonna do both, right?
No. That's still written. That the dictionary gives you, like... Because you always needed a different piece of, like, writing for you to advance your written thing. You don't need that anymore. You just need the dictionary,
yeah, but-
which you have.
Dictionaries have like the thing where it tells you how to pronounce things.
This one doesn't. Fuck you.
Ah, sad.
Yeah, and
Oh,
even
dear.
then, it can still be hard to figure out the right
I know.
pronunciation.
Yeah, definitely.
Like-
But a rough understanding.
Studying common. Shija. What the fuck? Oh, come on. Bastard. Bastards.
Bastard.
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 Why did you do this?
I don't know, you stupid.
What 1 out of 10. 1 out of 8. It'll be 8 for the spoken. Common, because it's more complicated to write something than it is to say it. GJ. Spoken. Why the fuck does I keep doing that? 1 out of 8. Common. Hold on. GJ. Spoken. Okay. And then this is, are you all doing it?
Yeah, I'm done it.
Nalia,
Everybody except
Yes.
Veritas, I believe.
Barrett, Raya. Oh my fucking, are you serious? I'll write it in here and then I'll fucking copy and paste it over. It just keeps resetting it.
Because someone keeps saving it.
Who keeps saving it?
Not me.
Oh my god, I'll fucking kill you.
I've already closed it.
I've also closed it.
Bastards, all of you.
Fuckers.
Okay, Raya, Timeless, Nalia, Eret. And what is Veritas doing? Veritas?
Studying his dictionary.
Okay. Which means that you're doing, you're studying written, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you're on your second part of your clock then. Alright, cool. It is there. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, how long do we have left for being at a reasonable time for off?
Huh? Oh,
No? Alright, I think we'll stop now.
Or
We kill Wrath. And then continue.
Ralph, yeah, you need to go to sleep because you've got school.
I have school like in 2 hours and 45 minutes.